I know this may sound a little wild to some of you, but we're in a new age now, and I think we can look at things differently than we have in the prior age. It's not good or bad. It's just maybe wasn't a complete picture. And unfortunately, the germ theory proved so well in working with bacteria that it's theorized it should work with viruses too. But a virus is a different kind of a entity, if we can call it that. And so basically, I think humanity is still trying to figure some of this out. So it's not a good idea to be mad at the virus. It's giving you something, even though I understand these are very difficult times. And, the tragic thing, just a day before yesterday, I guess, a young man of 30, I believe in Texas, died of the coronavirus. That was what was put on his thing. But he had been to a party that was called a coronavirus party, where everyone said, let's see if we get infected. This whole thing is a hoax. Do you know what that young man's last words were? He said it to a nurse who was watching him die. I made a mistake. I thought it was all a hoax. And what a sad way to have to really get the lesson. We still have people around the world who refuse to wear a mask. They see it as something that has to do with their autonomy. And that's kind of, well, from my perspective, it seems quite juvenile to do that. You have to ask, what are they trying to prove? Are they proving it to themselves or to someone else? Masks do make a difference in the transferring of the viruses. If you're talking with someone and they're using their breath, they're putting whatever's in their system into the air. And again, if you pick up the virus, it will likely first enter the lungs unless you are taking medications that send it in a different direction. It will go to the weaker organs, you see, and then it will there embed and replicate. Most people will heal from it. Those who do not are paying a huge price for the world to become educated about how these viruses, it's similar to George Floyd. I mean, this man his death in the US was a tragic thing. But at a spiritual level, he stepped up and said, here am I, Lord, use me. We have to take care of this racial issue. And he gave his life for it. It sparked a movement, and it has opened many other situations that are similar, where people were treated, your brothers and sisters, indeed other parts of you, were treated horribly by other parts of you. I know it seems you all have your own bodies, your own lives, your own spiritual path, your own friends, all of that. All looks very individual. And that is where we went in the Piscean age. We maybe aggrandize the ego a little bit too much, to the fact where some people have walled themselves off from the other group and were saying, I don't care if I give it to somebody else. I'm not wearing a mask, because that is an infringement on my freedom. And I don't know how that looks to most of you, but that sounds really ridiculous to me. And when they say, I'm not going to be told what to do, I wonder if someone asked them nicely, would they put it on then? Probably not. So it isn't just a matter of not going to be told what to do. I mean, that's what children do that. We have to awaken. So much awakening is happening right now. That's why I started out congratulating. This is a very exciting time to be alive, because things are changing, and they are changing in a radical way that has needed to happen for a long, long time, maybe all the way back to the 1700s, when slave trade really got going. So it is an amazing time, really, isn't it? An amazing time. I hope you can appreciate it, that in spite of everything, in spite of all the struggle, in spite of sometimes having to stay home or even locked up, can't come out at all, I hope you are continuing to elevate your consciousness